What's up, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube? Boogie298 coming at you live once again through the power of the internet. And this is my rambling series, this is my vlogging series, in which I talk about life, the universe, things around us that are particularly interesting to me, the state of the YouTube channel, the state of YouTube in general, the state of my life in general, my mental, my physical, and my emotional well-being. And I hope you enjoy that. I try to do it with low editing or low, any bull crap. It's just me and you sitting down having a conversation like friends. And that's how I feel it is, and I hope you feel that the same way. I am going to talk about my mental health and my emotional health a little bit in this video. I know that turns a lot of people off sometimes, but I think it's also really important to talk about from time to time, especially where I'm at the point that I'm at right now. I need to talk about it, and I hope that you'll listen. I do want to talk about the state of the YouTube channel a little bit before we get started. So we're now in our third week of Fridays with Francis. This weekend will be the 1 month anniversary, starting that. It seems to be doing very well. The views continue to go up. Subscribers continue to go up. Numbers continue to go up. The income continues to drop. So I can no longer count on the Friday video to bring in any income. And it's not that I'm getting the little yellow demonetized signal. They have now found a way to demonetize Francis videos without telling me they are demonetizing them. So let's say a video like today's video might bring in $100. The Friday with Francis videos are bringing in maybe $10 or $15 for the same number of views. And that's even if I'm keywording it correctly and using metadata and using a hot topic and using, like, talking about the Spider-Man game. I could not get paid for advertisements that they did not want to advertise on. I don't know how they're doing that. Is it they recognize Francis as a negative keyword now? Do they recognize this because I swear in the video? I don't know. But they figured out a way. Here's the thing, though. I'm not worried about it. What's the difference? What's $85, $90, I guess, in the grand scheme of things, as long as you're enjoying the videos and I'm enjoying the videos. The only way I think I'll stop doing Fridays with Francis is if it does begin to jeopardize the channel as a whole. I really am enjoying filming them. Now, I know a lot of you want the classic style of Francis with somebody behind a camera and the ranting and the raving and stuff like that. I do think that is coming. For now, the rants in front of this camera, I really enjoy doing, but we are making plans and hiring people and looking at going big, especially towards the holidays. As long as these Francis videos continue to perform well, we'll continue to do it. Francis is still problematic in a lot of ways because a lot of people try to use that against me. They try to say, well, that's who he really is. Some people are confused. They don't know that Francis is a character. They don't know why is his voice different. Why is he so angry in this video? I thought he was a nice guy. I thought he was a cool guy. You got to deal with that every once in a while. But I guess you can't be worried about those types of people. As long as the mass group of you guys enjoy it, then we're going to be fine, right? As long as you, hopefully the person watching this who's relatively sane and capable of understanding that Francis is a character, as long as you guys are enjoying it, that's all that really matters. So let's talk about the mental health stuff. Now, I'm on the second week of a new antidepressant. I'm really starting to feel it. And I want to talk about depression for me. I think a lot of people, when they talk about depression, they are used to sadness. Like, I'm really depressed my mom died. I'm really depressed my dog died. I'm really depressed my boyfriend broke up with me. Depression, I think clinical depression, medical depression is very different. For a lot of people, myself included, medical depression is not sadness. It's numbness. I can't feel sad when I'm depressed. I can't feel anything. I'm very aware that the situation in my life right now should be a very sad situation with the divorce and everything else, and with my messed up teeth and my aging body and you know, not being in a relationship and wanting to be, stuff like that. I understand that, but I could never really feel it through the divorce. That's why when a lot of people are like, you're faking it, Boogie, really, this divorce really bothers you. I'm like, no, I'm depressed, man. I can't even feel it. I can't even, doesn't even bother me. It's just a thing that happened. Now that I'm on a new antidepressant and it seems to be working, most of the time when I take a new antidepressant, I feel the bad feelings first. I feel very, very sad for a while. Sometimes I feel fairly angry. Sometimes I feel all the, depressive and miserable feelings that you feel. And that's why I'm starting with a new therapist to coincide with this antidepressant. I start with one this weekend. Now, I'm going to continue using the folks over at BetterHelp, as I've told you guys before them. They sponsor me here. I'm using them still every day. I'm talking to them every day. But I want something more intense, and I want to talk to a psychiatrist who can help me find the right meds and balance the right meds so that we hopefully make a really good, lasting impact here. I don't know what that's going to mean for the YouTube channel. I don't know what it's going to mean for streaming. Does it mean I might need to take a break as I adjust to these new medications? Does it mean I won't be able to work as much as I want, be able to film as much as I want, be able to stream as much as I want? I don't know. I'm not afraid to take personal days during this transition. I'm not afraid to do the things that I need to do during these transitions, and I hope that you won't be upset with me if I do. At the end of the day, it might screw me up in the algorithm. It might screw me up on the momentum of the channel. It might screw me up on a lot of other reasons. But it doesn't matter because number one comes first. You got to take care of number one before you can take care of number two. Not in the bathroom. I don't mean that in the bathroom. I mean that in when it comes to people. I don't mean that you can number two all you want. I don't. This is why I get demonetized. Okay, so let's talk about physical health a little bit. So if you guys remember, I broke my femur, and my doctor said I also broke the ball joint, and then I broke my femur straight across. My doctor told me something, and you may remember I quoted it. He said that my recovery would take a year. And I believe him in that. But he also told me I would never be able to raise my left arm, my other arm, above my head like this. But with physical therapy, I have been practicing, and I want to show you something kind of cool. Now, number one, I can do this, which I'm not sure that I should be able to do just yet. It's very painful still. But if I'm willing to ignore the pain and I'm willing to push through, I can, in fact, get my hand above my head. Now, I do think it's going to be a while till I have full range of motion for my arm because there are still things I can't do. I can't reach behind my back yet, and I also can't reach behind my head. No matter how hard I try, my arm just doesn't bend that way anymore. This one does it fine, but I can't do it. I can't do it with that arm just yet. Now, physical therapy, I think, is going to continue to increase my range of motion all the time. The good news is I need to do this a lot more than I need to do this. So I think what has happened here, I think the arm, the way that the ball joint broke is just different than the way he thought it broke. We did that last x-ray last week, I think it was Thursday. We took a look at the arm again, and we saw what was going on. And he says the ball joint is out of place and that the bone itself healed with a curve, so that would mess up my range of motion. But it didn't mess it up in the way that he thought. It does still seem like it's messed up. I think it's going to take a while to go. But the good news is, if I ever need to reach and grab something off of the top shelf, I'm not too far from being able to do that. And the best part is the bruises on this arm are finally healed, almost. 7 weeks later, and we're almost there. So the good news is, if you wrap all of this together, physically, I'm healing. Mentally, I'm healing. Here on YouTube, the YouTube channel is healing. It took us a while to get here. We were making negative momentum for a very long period of time. We were both mentally and physically and emotionally, and even here on the channel, we were taking steps backwards. But for every 2 steps forward, you take a step back from time to time. I feel like we're back to making progress again, and I'm pretty happy about that. So I hope you guys are happy about it too. And for those of you who stuck with me through all of this, I appreciate it. For those of you new to the channel, I'm glad that you're here on the upswing, and I'm so glad to have you. Until then, I am going to go play some video games until it's time to stream. We got Spider-Man coming out this week. I can't wait. Life is okay, even if I'm a little sad and very crazy. Guys, as always, thanks for watching. I love you very much. I'll speak with you again soon.